Good numbing. Hello YouTube. I hope you're all doing well. We're back with more Zenless Zone Zero. I said I was gonna maybe do this, maybe not. I was really unsure about it. The covering Lucia's special story, but I eventually decided to do so today. Because to be honest, I was gonna stream Atelier Yumiya's DLC today. Gonna make a start on all the DLC packs because it's got like 2 big ones and 1 small one to go through. Um, I'm really tired. To be blunt, I'm just really tired. And I was like, do I really want to sit down and play like this big open world RPG again? Or do I want to just kind of knuckle down to some story and kind of like be able to, because like with, I always talk about this, but when we do the Hoyoverse games, that's when I kind of join you guys in the audience a little bit. I don't talk as much. No, I might discuss like certain things about it, or if topics kick off in chat, I might end up joining in. But I tend to be on the backseat a little bit more and just kind of enjoy it with you guys, like alongside you. So, considering how tired I'm feeling, I just thought this made more sense. Like, get this done today, and then we will, assuming I sleep better and I'm just more prepared for it, do more Yumiya tomorrow and Saturday, and then do System Shock on Sunday. I've got most of next week sorted as well. Next week, the only stream that is kind of like up in the air is Monday. Because originally, next Monday was going to be when I do this stream, but now I'm doing it today. Obviously, like, I'll do something else next Monday, so that might be more System Shock, we'll see. But Wednesday onwards for presumably most of the rest of the week will be Genshin 6.1. But Tomb Raider Anniversary also comes up that week, so that Sunday, so we're talking the 26th, I will try and do all of that in one stream. And then the week after, starting the 27th, right now, all I've got marked on it is SpongeBob comes out that week on the Wednesday. So we'll figure something out for Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday, and maybe Thursday. I can't see it taking any more than 2 streams, though. Will be SpongeBob, Titans of the Tide. And then before we know it, it's fucking November. I also need to figure out my Halloween stream. I haven't really figured that one out yet. I'm toying with a few ideas, but I wanted to maybe like a one-off, like, horror themed stream. But as I've mentioned, and it's why like Silent Hill F wasn't mentioned at all in my scheduling, I'm really not up for horror games right this minute. And I am kind of feeling it after Silent Hill F. I was just like, no, this game's great, and I'm really enjoying it, but I'm not in the mood for it. Which can be real cataclysmic for my enjoyment. So I will get to that, it's just when I'm in the mood. So it'll probably be held off for a while. But enough me yapping. We did the main story yesterday. We're going to do Tales of the Dreamless, Lucia's character story today. So it's going to take the opportunity to just check my audio whilst it was loading up. Belle, Lucia said that she needs to see you, but considering what I know of her, it's a bit too early for her to be dropping by, right? Alright, I'll stay up late. You two shouldn't stay up too late. Our seniors are all dedicated to their training, so you should maintain a regular schedule too. Sleep early and wake early. I can tell you're not really listening. Just be careful out there, and remember you can always come to me if anything happens. Sure enough, before long someone came knocking on the room window. At this hour, it could only be...
Belle? I knew you'd still be up. Yep, this is still early for me. I'm quite the night owl. Perfect! Anyway, the reason I'm bugging you at this hour is... I was hoping you could help me with something. Lately, my ethereal research has been like a Tarrasque mixer trying to get through the old metro tunnel in Cretan Hollow. Completely stuck. Whoa, that's rough. How are things going before you hit the bottleneck? It was... going pretty well, I guess? I had this plan to turn our lawn into pedal sofas for holo camping, and I tried to figure out how the traffic lights on Fawn worked. Oh, do you happen to know, if you tie both ends of a Spectre's cloak into a knot, how does it keep floating? Wait, Lucia, where are all these research ideas even coming from? What do you mean, where? From the hollows, of course. Just walk on in, run into a couple of ethereals, and boom! Research inspiration! But I'll admit, these ordinary inspirations are just not enough. The inspirations are not enough? Or should I be asking, what about the other ideas you had before? Proxy, could it be you haven't read any of my posts on Spook?
No, because she's normal. She's been busy.
My posts haven't been catchy enough. If I can't come up with something as attention-grabbing as the fiery serpent, then no matter how many times I write about blast crawlers...
Oh no, she's worried she's not going to be trending on Reddit. Actually, no, Spooky Shack... The Spooky Shack members and the thing that they run, it's 90% lesbians, so this isn't Reddit. This isn't Reddit they're talking on, they're fucking on Tumblr. Is that some kind of rare ethereal?
What's a night horror? Some rare ethereal you're interested in? Well, it's kind of a long story. For now, think of it as an ethereal. An ethereal that can enter people's dreams and talk to them. Wait.
Like, cause the Spook Shack is just
ethereal
Monato, and then he turns to his left, and it's Yuzahar and Alice doing whatever the fuck they've got going on. He turns to its right, and it's Lucia and Yidari. Like, it's just Dad and the lesbians. That's the Spook Shack.
Anything's possible in the Hollows. If ethereals could talk, I'd ask the Fawns why they always flash their red lights every time I walk by. I know what you mean, Proxy. Normally, I'd say this is just baseless speculation and leave it at that. But right now, I've got the perfect research subject in mind. Let's head out now! Before diving into the Hollow, we have to make a stop at Fluffy. Why are we going to Fluffy of all places? Oh, I'm going to buy a toy.
Lucia's still just a big kid.
Toy? Did you get a pet? Not yet, actually.
What, we the pet?
I know Chestnut's gonna be the goodest pup.
Oh, you're adopting a puppy?
Oh, I get it. You're trying to win over a puppy with treats and toys.
It's going to be an ethereal pup. We already know it's going to be an ethereal
the
pup,
toy
but
now.
still.
Then are you planning to take it into the Hollow?
Lucia? Lucia, why didn't you answer Bell? Yeah, the pup in question's an ethereal. We know how this is.
Hey there, welcome in. Looking for something special?
I don't know if we've heard Khan's voice before, but that was not the voice I was expecting.
Honestly, you don't need to buy anything to get close to a pup. Genuine kindness, some patience, and a little passion. That's all it takes to win a puppy's heart. It's true!
Kindness, patience, and passion, huh? Sounds like something no pup could resist. I'm sold. No. I'm not saying I don't believe it. It's just... Chestnut's a very particular little pup.
I understand. I've met lots of special needs pups. Some were abandoned, some have been on their
Also,
own
the
since
comment
they were
on,
born.
because I talked a bit about how I'm not the biggest fan of Lucia's redesign, and I prefer her original look, where, you know, like she had she had like her shirt and like had like her top covered, and like bigger ears, because it kind of leaned more into like the antisocial, quirky mage girl aesthetic compared to what she has now. It was pointed out to me that the new shirt design that she has now kind of has the outline shape of like the upside down star, which leans a lot into like, you know, her summoning being seen as witchcraft. And so having like a, you know, like, you know, an upside down star, something that's very much associated with like devil and satanic or witchcraft, I can see it. I still prefer her old design. I think her old design suited her character, but my ideal design, unironically, was her old design, but instead of like the one-piece suit, like baggy black trousers, unironically. Like, just make her like a kind of like not like a neat, but close enough. Big ears, like big hood. Like she always runs with the book and staff in her hands when you're playing as her, sort of thing. So she leans into like the mage girl aesthetic. Like, just have all of that and like maybe like some baggy trousers, and it's like I think her design would have been perfect personally. I feel like, especially because Yidhari is the other banner character, it really hammers in. Too many characters in Season 2 have, like, one-piece suits. Like, people are making the joke of Shifu, Shifu, Lucia, and now Yidari. All of them, you can kind of, like, just swap the heads between them on any of the costumes, and it's kind of a similar-ass costume. And, like, that's kind of the problem when Zenless Season 1 didn't have that. I mean, it kind of did. There was the odd times when some characters had similar-esque costumes, but there was a lot more personality in them compared to some of the Season 2 drip.
What about this? A brand new line of treats for puppies. I packed it with all sorts of delicious jerky. They're super yummy. No pup can resist it.
Karen leans in for a sniff as she introduces the treats. Achoo!
Sorry, the smell got me.
That's okay. But, I don't think Chestnut would like this. Chestnut is, a bit of a picky eater.
I see.
Chestnut's an ethereal. Karen's trying to help you with an actual dog.
It's a battery-powered bird that flaps like the real thing. Our kitties and puppies go nuts for it.
This looks great. But is it sturdy enough?
I'm afraid not. It's actually designed more for cats, and it's built to be lightweight, so I wouldn't call it sturdy. It should work for smaller dogs, though.
Chestnut's a big girl, with a big girl attitude.
Oh, that might not work then. Let me think. Oh, if you don't mind something a little old school, we do have another toy for bigger pups. It's actually more of a pillow. It doesn't have any bells or whistles, but it's really sturdy and great for gnawing. It's also infused with a calming scent to help soothe anxious pups. People can't really smell it, but dogs usually like it a lot.
Oh, this is adorable! Though, I'm not sure if Chestnut would care much about the scent with her sense of smell.
Yeah, I'm surprised Belle hasn't spoke up earlier. Like, there's got to be some alarm bells going for Belle at this point.
So Chestnut is a big, picky, grumpy puppy with a weak sense of smell? That sounds kind of weird. What's weird about that? Every puppy's different. Chestnut's just got her own little quirks. I'll take this one, please.
Wonder which special pup Lucy plans to win over with it. It's an ethereal, let's not kid ourselves.
Hope it helps you bond with that special little pup of yours.
Oh, it definitely will.
Lucy takes the cushion Ken recommended and rushes off toward the hollow. Better catch up quick. Oh, we're just in. Okay, those two are fine together, because of course they are.
No matter where we go, meeting you is the real reward. My dream seems to have become a reality.
This weather's perfect for a little exploring.
No matter...
How about a little late-night adventure? I promise you'll love it.
So I haven't heard these two's, like, filters, like, I don't know, character select dialogue. My brain fried. You can tell I'm tired. Also, Yidari's last name is Murphy, if you didn't know. Jesus Christ, I just realized in the animation. Look at the fucking boobs. Like, they just go woo 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 woo. I don't know what synergy
My dream seems to have become
would really have. What is... Yidari's a Rupture character. So support and Rupture, fucking... I don't know what third character would work.
Lord Phaeton.
I mean, all else fails, chuck Vivian in.
I would never turn.
Would you work? Because there's a support? Yeah, we'll take Miyabi then. Even though Lucy is kind of like, from what I can tell, is more of a focus support. Like, she's only supposed to help certain characters. I mean, technically all the support units are kind of like that, but you know what I mean. I just haven't looked into Lucy that much because I'm not rolling for her. I might roll for Yidari, but not because I want her, but because of the two banners. Like, I can't remember what the rerun banner will be on during her banner. But because I'm trying to get Vivian's costume, I'll probably still be working on it when she comes out. So if there's a character between the two, I might as well roll for it. It's going to be the new character, you know? Which is going to feel bad because then like the only Spook Shack character I won't have is Lucia. So I might, we'll fucking see. We'll fucking see, alright? I don't know yet. Because I lost my 50-50, so the next 5 S-rank character I get is guaranteed.
Strange. This place was nice and quiet last time I was here. By nice and quiet, you mean there weren't as many ethereals back then? Not exactly. But the ethereals here were always pretty chill.
Something upset them.
Goodness, you guys are here.
Also, I did completely clear out this area and explore it through after the last stream, like I said I would.
Totally set me up.
Nothing too interesting.
Which hot tea are you talking
There was one kind of, actually, just to talk about that for a second, there was one kind of cute side quest, but it was over very quickly, where there was like a fellow ethereal hunter that you could meet near the start of the area, and if you spoke to him, he would show up in a couple encounters later on, and that was how you got the treasure chests in those spots. If you helped him out, he would then give up the rewards for you. I don't know if you had to talk to him to trigger him, because like he just showed up whilst I was working my way through the area anyway, but then he would talk to me and say, here you go. But I spotted him as I went first through it, and so went out of my way to talk to him, because an NPC holding a weapon in the field isn't going to catch my attention. But that was about it. No real side quests, because unfortunately that as a whole has been moved on from, which I do miss a lot. There's a lot from Season 1 that got improved upon that I prefer in Season 2, but there's a lot of things that got completely dropped in Season 2 that I miss from Season 1. TV playback is an odd exclusion. Why can't we revisit story moments and missions from Season 2's chapter? Why can we only still revisit Chapter 1? Or Season 1, I should say. All of Season 2, once you experience it, you can't experience it again, like with Genshin. Like, you can't even, like, replay the old voice lines, which at least you can do that in Genshin, you know? Which is just weird. It stands out. No TV mode, but TV mode's been completely abandoned, which is just a shame as well in its own way, because I thought it was kind of interesting. No real side quests, like, really at all to, like, even pick up and work on.
That one right there. It lured me all the way here.
It's very, like, both Zenless and HSR have got a problem right now, where, like, some of their content's been dropped by the wayside to make room for the main content.
How did it trick you?
I think Zenless gets away with it more because it has way more events, and side content in general just doesn't have dedicated side quests, and certain features have been dropped.
It's not that weird.
Whilst Honkai Star Rail, in turn, has a much worse problem, because there's only like 2 to 3 events max, and one of them's usually just the, you know, double resource event, which doesn't really count as one. It's one main event, one side event, basically. And that's got to last just 6 weeks to the next story chunk. Like, I hope HSR kind of go back to how they used to handle it with Edda Star.
Why did you even chase it?
I didn't chase it. Look, I was minding my own business in the hollow, and that hottie ran at me out of the blue, with a whole pack of ethereals behind it to ambush me.
Now that's interesting. I've only heard of symbiotic ethereals in Hollow Zero being able to command other ethereals. Maybe that little hottie has what it takes to be the next Nineveh.
I don't get what you're on about. You run into ethereals in the hollow, you eliminate them. That's just the way it is. Instead of taking down that ethereal, you're now blaming me? That is just absurd.
Mister, my friend just saved you. She's trying to learn more about the ethereals so we don't end up in the same mess as you.
You?
Frustrated by the questions from Lucia that he couldn't answer, the investigator snaps and storms off.
Roxy, do you think I'm absurd too?
Aww. Neither of these are what I would say. Neither of these I think would really comfort her. I'm sure you've got your reasons, downplays it. I'm already used to how unique you are, confirms to her that she is.
What do you mean? You've always been a little absurd, no? Just kidding. I've gotten used to your unique way of thinking. Ethereals are dangerous, sure, but that doesn't mean strangers are any safer, right? I knew it!
Okay, we managed to write that off. I was worried then. I was like, neither of these answers are answers I'd give. I would try and be a little bit more, like, comforting out the gate.
Earlier was quite the weird one. I mean, that's the first time I've ever heard anyone accuse Chestnut of hurting someone. Wait, Chestnut? Who? You mean that little hot tea the investigator was talking about? Yeah! Chestnut is a good girl.
Lucia.
Ever since I met Chestnut, she's never harmed anyone from outside the Hollow. More than once, she quietly led me to injured investigators so I could help them. This one time, right around here, my carrot stopped working. Chestnut just happened to stroll by and guided me out. A hottie? Working as a rescue dog in the Hollow? Are you serious? And here I thought your ideas from earlier were wild. There's other reasons, of course. But I trust Chestnut. She's always been gentle and kind. What's strange is, the last few times I saw her, I kept feeling like someone was tagging her, tracking her. Just like that guy from earlier. A kind and gentle ethereal? I need a second to process it. Those other reasons must be really important. It's a long story. Let's talk about it when we get back. Ugh, and thanks to that weirdo earlier, I didn't even get the chance to give Chestnut the toy I picked out. Let's look around a bit more. Maybe she's still nearby. I think Chestnut went that way.
Sorry. Also, anonymous user? The fuck you mean? Look in the top left corner. Sorry, like, as I was, like, doing that, I went to sip my drink, and I fucking choked on it like a spanner. Oh, shit. So I was, like, trying to catch my breath, and then this cutscene ended. Sorry. Let's carry on.
Practicing moving in slow-mo?
Practicing moving in slow-mo? Don't mock the enemy.
My blade strikes.
Ooh, I got fucking hard counted there. I'm trying not to use Miyabi too much because this is about the new characters, but like she's just right there for like backup damage basically. Nice, alright, we're in. Noom! What was that sound? Ow.
Perfect timing. The cold is silent. Return to the Sea of Dreams! Pretty, right? Faithful companions! Keep my call! A little reward.
Also, I don't think you can use Yadari's ultimate Unless she has some meter in her special bar.
Did she actually understand that?
Of course! She always understood me.
Aw, you don't like it?
Just give me.
Alright, this is the closest Chestnut has ever gotten to me. It seems like she's not in the mood to play with me just yet. Should we head back? I haven't really processed it yet. Because of me or because of Chestnut? But I think I know what you want to ask. Let's talk about it once we get out of here. There's a lot that needs to be asked, Lucia. And I'm going to sip my drink again now I'm no longer fucking choking on my water. Because, oh Jesus Christ. You leave the Hollow of Lucia and return to Salem Bay. Oh, what a shame. You mean Chestnut?
Aw, Chestnut still wouldn't take my gift. Do you think that investigator spooked her? Maybe that's why she's being extra cautious today.
Yeah. By the way, how did you meet Chestnut?
Well, it has something to do with the night horror legend from my tribe. Long story short, Chestnut is a gift the night horror sent me in a dream.
I think I remember you mentioning the night horror, but you never said it sent you a gift. Can you tell me?
Oh, I also
about
saw the meme where it was all the girls of the Spook Shack plus Belle doing the like girls' night at sleepover. Let's summon demons, and then boys' night at sleepover was Monato, Wise, and Yuzuha's pets. I forget what it's called. Saying who's summoning these demons. Like, it was that meme. I was like, actually, that's probably the most fitting fucking group of people to have the meme be about.
Sometimes, when our people fall asleep at night, they dream of the night horror. And in their sleep, they walk straight into the hollow, drawn to its call. Just before the ether consumes them, before they become ethereals, they regain clarity for just a fleeting moment. Over time, we've come to realize that the more people who fall asleep, the stronger it becomes.
Second one.
What a terrifying curse! Is there a way to break it?
No. That's why we moved to the outskirts of the city and stopped sleeping at night altogether. If we must rest, someone always stays awake to keep watch. The strange thing is, the night horror left more than just a curse. In the hollows, ethereals don't attack us. They see us like we're one of them. And this staff, it's the only weapon left from when our ancestors fought the night horror. It lets me mimic ethereal abilities.
I'm glad they're actually explaining the origin of Lucia's power, though, because that was a wide fucking question that's been left. Like, why does she just have straight-up magic and summoning abilities? But I wasn't expecting them to also explain why she doesn't sleep at night, either. That's why she sleeps during the day and, like, micro-naps constantly throughout it. And it's why she seems well-adjusted to it, because she's probably not even doing it all her life, but it's a generational thing, so her species has probably just evolved through it. Or at least her tribe, if nothing else. Have you ever dreamed about the night horror?
Hey, Lucia. You said the Night Watchers walk into the hollow in their sleep if they dream about the night horror. Have you ever dreamed of it before?
No, but I came really close once. It was a night not long ago. Granny was keeping watch for me. She was telling me stories of the night horror, how it's both feared and revered by our people. She even described the night horror she saw in her dreams. Just like everyone else said, a stunningly beautiful ethereal, almost godlike. That night, I dreamed of the night horror's gaze. It was looking at me. And in front of me, there was a little hottie. It looked tired, like it had been through a big fight. We stared at each other, like survivors meeting after a disaster, still cautious,
still on edge.
Not long after that dream, I met Chestnut right where the dream had guided me. She didn't seem eager to be friends, but she wasn't hostile either. And she treated the other outsiders kindly too. That's why I've always believed Chestnut is a gift. A little dog sent by the night horror.
But if it's the night horror and it's something to be feared and whatnot, are you sure this thing is a gift?
I mean, based on how you described it, I'm not talking about Chestnut. I mean the night horror. Is it really trying to be nice? I don't know. But I think Chestnut is such a good girl. If we can get along, maybe the conflict we saw in the dreams won't come true after all. And what if the night horror is just like Chestnut? What if we could communicate with it? Then maybe everything our people have endured could finally come to an end. Sounds silly, doesn't it? Not at all. I get what you mean, Lucia. It's the Hollow. Who can say anything for sure? Even among my own people, no one really believes me. Except for Ade and Granny.
Lucia glances out the window. The night sky is beginning to fade, just a faint shimmer of dawn on the horizon. The shimmer of dawn, it's bright as shit! Can't believe it's already this late. Better make the most of it now. You going back to sleep? Nope. I finally got away from home, so there's no one to tell me what to do. So let's stir up some trouble. Today, I'm going to pull an all-morninger. All-morninger? Yeah, haven't you heard? Staying up early in the morning can really mess with your health. I used to think that was just something only night watchers had to deal with. But later I found out that whether in the Outer Ring or Wi-Fi Peninsula, everyone looks just as lost and lifeless in the morning. People sleeping standing up in the cable car, some stumbling into bamboo charging stations with their eyes barely open, others drifting into herbal tea shops asking for coffee. Clearly they're all taking damage from pulling those early morning hours. Actually, it's because they stayed up all night. Really? But they just need to get some sleep in the morning. Like Grandma told me. Besides, I clearly remember... Well, when you wake up early, you also... Wait, we're getting off track. Oh, it's actually about Chestnut. I heard that people often take morning walks with their pets on the beach in Salem Bay. Should we go check it out? I want to learn how do others to get animals to like them. They just vibe. The trouble is, Hosea, you're not after a pet animal, you're after a pet demon. Wow. Want to say hi to her? Hey there, little birdie. So cute. It's rare to see a bird willing to perch so docilely on someone's shoulder. She's really friendly with people. Only my dog would rely on me like that. There may be a chance that she's just being lazy, not wanting to flap her own wings, but she wants to use me as her personal ride. Chirp! Little bird pecks the man's ear hard. After the man begs for mercy, the bird gently nuzzles her beak against the side of his face. Wow, you two are real close. I get it. Animals can be moody sometimes. As humans, we need to be good at having patience, but also seize the right moments to create opportunities for communication. That's right. I trust she won't hurt me. She just pecked your ear, and she trusts I won't hurt her. Everything else is minor, though honestly, that one did hurt quite a bit. Ouch. Chirp. I get it. I trust that Chestnut won't hurt me, so next time if she ignores me again, I'll say something to make her angry. When she gets mad enough to bite me, I'll apologize. No, please don't. No worries, everything else is minor. Exactly, it's just a little dog. What trouble could your Chestnut possibly get into? No, I was like, dude, you don't understand. Yeah. She's flirting with the devil here. Dejected girl, uh-oh. Hello. Good morning. Bad morning, unfortunately. Woof, woof. Woof, 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 woof. Alright, got it. So what do you want me to do now? The cocky little dog barks loudly a few more times, mixed with some impatient sneezes, then lifts his head and turns around, clearly a sign he wants to leave. The girl walking him heaves a heavy sigh and turns to ask Lucia, Sorry, what were you trying to say just now? I wanted to ask how you and your dog usually get along. Oh, it's simple. He screams at me, I obey. If I don't obey, he screams, and then I obey. He always manages to cause even bigger trouble, and all I have to do is follow his bark and call. We are a heartless tyrant with endless energy, and his poor slave is pretty much it. Oh. Of course, I thought about doing something about it, like starting a grand rebellion, grabbing him, jumping into the sea, ending it all once and for all. Hang on a minute. But then I thought, I'm not even that good as a swimmer as he is. What if he swims back to shore and tricks someone else with that innocent act of his? Would I just be letting another poor soul fall victim? He says puppies aren't as fierce as ethereals. Suddenly a strange smile creeps across the girl's face as if remembering something exciting. But hey, humans live longer than dogs. In 10 years, when he gets old and has no energy left to bark and scream, and can't drag the whole table around the room just because he's leashed to it, he won't be able to torture me anymore. When the time comes, we'll live together in love and perfect harmony. The tyrant is clearly displeased with this and runs away screaming, probably not wanting it to trick any other poor innocent humans to go rushes after it without even managing to say goodbye. This example doesn't seem very helpful. All I learned is maybe I should chase after Chestnut after she's all tuckered out, then stuff the pillow in her mouth. Just scribbles in her notebook, but ends up tearing the whole page in the end. Aww. Grandpa walking his turtle. Hey, lassie, what's up? Hey, sir, are you taking your turtle for a walk? The composed turtle raised its head slightly, nodding gently in acknowledgement. That's right. Old buddy here was my grandfather's good friend. He passed it down to my dad, and my dad passed it down to me. Technically, I should call it... You know what, let's not get into that. Your grandfather's good friend? Lucia counted on her finger, trying to figure out how many generational relationships between two elderly folks. Many years ago, when I first got it from my father, I was still young. Back then, I found it too lazy and slow, so I just kept it in a water tank. It seemed to know I looked down on it, so it gave me the cold shoulder too. But over these past few years, I've grown old and can't walk much anymore. It forgave me for neglecting it before, and now it's willing to keep me company when I go out to soak up some sun. That's nice. I wish I could have a quiet moment with my dog too, but I don't think she likes getting too close to me. Take it easy, young one. When words fail us, we can still speak through actions. Simply keep communicating with them, and they'll eventually understand. So that's how you interact with animals. Oh, I've still got a lot to learn. But I feel like Chestnut is also trying hard to get closer to me. Though she didn't accept my gift, she wasn't completely indifferent. To tell you, she was the closest she's ever gotten to me, but how do I gain her trust? So you mean even though I saw Chestnut being hostile to that investigator tonight, I still gave her the pillow, so Chestnut was willing to get close because she thought I believed that she was a good ethereal? That makes sense, just like what Gramps said earlier. Chestnut understood me. But that investigator... Chestnut was really unfriendly with him, totally indifferent from how I'd seen her treat others before, and how she treats both of us. I like to believe that Chestnut made her own judgment after observing him. Though I don't know the reason, as an ethereal, Chestnut being so friendly is already a miracle that defies nature and goes against instinct. I don't want to let her down. Probably because it's her usual bedtime, Lucia seems pretty sleepy already. So you're getting sleepy. Alright, tonight's hollow bedtime tales ends here. Even for a planned all-morninger, this has gone on way too long. I need to get out of here before the night emissary's magic wears off. I'll come find you when there's any new developments. Like a princess from a fairy tale, you must leave when her time runs out. Lucia waves goodbye, pulls up her hood, and gracefully vanishes into the crowd. And that's why she always has a hood. So she can sleep in the day easier, because she can cover her eyes. I figured it out. I figured it out. You haven't figured shit. I figured it. You've never needed a bedtime alarm at home. After all, Wise's reminders are more reliable than any clock. But tonight, a familiar visitor will be coming over. Izzy sent a message, but didn't really explain what's going on. I'll ask when she gets here. I can't ignore Wise's curfew and stay out late having fun again. As promised, your midnight visitor arrives in the dead of night once again. Uh-oh.
What happened? Don't panic. Take your time and tell me slowly.
It's the night horror. There's word in my tribe that the night horror has returned. Our old chieftain. He sleepwalked into Lemnian Hollow, and no one's seen him since.
What? Was it an accident?
Lucy falls silent for a moment, still trying to gather her thoughts.
A few days ago, some people came to speak with the chieftain. They asked if any night watchers would volunteer to sleep at night so they could follow the sleepwalkers into the hollow and find the night horror. They promised they only wanted to learn more about the night horror's powers, and if anything went wrong, they'd wake us right away. But for everyone's safety, the chieftain said no. Not long after, people overheard the chieftain arguing with someone loudly.
That sounds suspicious. Do you think those people were involved? Since they got turned down, they forced the chieftain to sleepwalk?
But they left right after they spoke with the chieftain. No one saw them return or sneak into the tribe. It looked like the chieftain just began sleepwalking because of the night horror, and following the fate of all night watchers, returned to the Hollow's embrace.
Something's definitely off here.
I've been carrying the staff he gave me, and I still remember his words. Maybe all night watchers will eventually embrace their fate, sleepwalking back into the Hollow and becoming one of the ethereals. But until that day comes, we live as people. We live our lives to the fullest. So if anyone took away the chance of him living his life to the fullest, even if it was the night horror itself, I need to know why.
Oh, we're just going, huh?
My dream seems to have become a reality. Your fortune seems...
The anticipation of...
You know,
This won't work, will it?
clear scent.
No, because Seed has to have another attack unit. Fucking goddammit, Seed.
Good day, Lord Phaeton. Please, lead the way, Lord Phaeton.
Bring Viv along. Mix it up. Can't always just be Miyabi. As fun as it is. This is the spot I was told about earlier. But this area, why does it look so familiar? You've been here before? I think so. Let me think here. This seems to be a path near Chestnut often takes. Or it'd be near a path that Chestnut often takes. I've run into her a few times before. Weird, is it really just a coincidence? Anyway, let's search around for any traces of the chieftain might have left. Oh, I can't bring up the map. I know where we are, though. This is still part of the new area. You can't re-access the town, quote-unquote, from the main story after it's done, but that's because it wasn't real anyway. It was basically a figment of Yadari's mind. Thankfully, there are these plants that haven't been corrupted yet. All this fluffy, dense moss around here, it would take at least a month to grow in this to this thickness and height. And there's no sign of broken or trampled branches on any of the plants either. And there's definitely been no one in that viney area. They're covered in tiny thorns. No way anyone would be able to get through there safely. You know so much. This isn't the right way. Let's go look somewhere else. Taking a look. These are indents from fiery serpent explosions. Footprints left by Huskran. Imprints from Farbalti's great shield. And marks carved by Arcava set down his legs nearby. But no signs of humans, no neatly dressed investigators, no barefoot hollow raiders, and certainly no shoe-wearing ethereals, nothing. Well, I believe you. Yeah, let's check out another spot. Let me examine the footprints on the ground. Hard to believe we almost missed such obvious clues. It should be this way. I'm taking a look. Well, to be optimistic, I think these look like footprints left by members of the Nightwalker tribe searching for the chieftain after he went sleepwalking and disappeared. Besides, this area is usually deserted, yet there are multiple sets of footprints, all fresh and undisturbed by ethereals. And even if it wasn't about the chieftain, we should still check it out.
The ethereals seem kind of riled up today. Huh?
And I like how, like, for this story, Yadari just kind of tags along. Like, it's not even explained, it's just, yeah, Yadari's here.
See the glow around their cores? faster. About 20% quicker than usual.
Whoa, you can tell?
Hey, big guy.
Ah, it's a hater. You actually know this ethereal? It's a chieftain? No, not like that. But if the chieftain had turned into an ethereal, he would be a far stronger one than this.
You don't sound too bothered by the risk.
Go chieftain, I guess.
High-rank ethereals never get along. So if one is flexing its muscle here, it might actually be good news for us.
I'm not
Also, is this a new enemy? There is still one, like, new enemy we have yet to encounter, and I gathered it was going to be in the Lucia story.
Lucia, I'll be it. But first we need to deal with this little troublemaker. It's been a menace. Are you ready? You will rest amidst the ice. Just this once. The hunt begins. The noise is unbearable.
Leave Lord Faithin alone! Don't you know?
Leave Lord Faithman alone! I'm just here, don't worry about it.
The name of the night emissary!
As foreshadowed. So that was just a warm-up.
Research Bring on the fireworks!
Okay, so if you deflect it, it has like an extra form, like an extra doppelganger you should be wary of.
Wait for me. Oh, thank you.
No supernatural nonsense. I got an achievement. Lucia walks around the area and finds a few markers, which seemed to put her more at ease. I hate to break it to you, but that ethereal we just saw was definitely a hater. They were all exalted priests before turning into ethereals. Why? From what I know, making hater requires some prep work, so to speak. It's the exalted exclusive cheese made with unique techniques and extra long fermentation. Sorry, I suddenly lost my appetite for cheese too. Let's talk about something more cheerful. The people who came to rescue the chieftain left a mark. It means something like he's all it means something like he's all right now, and everyone's gone back. But something seems off around here. Let's better get out quick. It seems like a more effective mark. Sometimes night watchers encounter more troublesome situations in the hollows. To let our kin know about the predicament, we've established a unique and comprehensive system of markers. The message left behind this time, it matches what I felt. So should we head out? Hold up, I got a feeling that something's making the ethereals around here restless. Look carefully, we might find something good. And I haven't seen Chestnut today. What I mean is, since the chieftain is fine, we should continue our previous research until we get new information. If I remember correctly, there should be an ethereal around here that'd be perfect for research. You just want to play with Chestnut, huh? Yup. Fucking, yeah, the load. Lucia keeps scanning the surroundings, wondering why the ethereals are acting so strangely.
No other clues nearby, huh?
Oh, what was that?
Huh? Chestnut? Did you come looking for me to hang out? Oh, you mean you want us to follow you? Come on, let's follow her.
Hold on, just like that?
Let's go! We've entered the hollow so many times, but this is the first time we've had a tour service!
Wait, watch out for ethereals! And I don't mean Chestnut.
Emergency! Excuse me, coming through. Sorry, pardon me, coming through. Sorry! Whew, looks like everyone's in a rush today.
Weren't we supposed to be looking for clues? I think I just hit my steps for the day.
Oh, Belle.
Chestnut, what is it you're leading me to?
Don't tell me we'll get all the way there just to find out she was chasing after a lost chew toy or something. Are we finally here?
Wait, that's... Kieran? And what's that beside him?
Before Lucy could wake Kieran, more excited ethereals come swarming in, and Chestnut seems to want to join the fight. Chestnut! I must be dreaming, so Ahati's helping us beat up other ethereals? If I just wait on this menu, will it just kill them all eventually? Watch out, Chestnut, here I come. I feel like if you're going to use Yadari, you need a backup medic. Same with Minato, because, like, yeah, you get health back when you use the skill, but it's not that much. Like, I feel like you need a backup medic just to be safe. It takes some time to wake up Lucia's fellow Night Watcher, but on top of my head, outside of Astra, who actually fucking heals in this game?
Kieran?
And Astra, it's just her ult.
Are you okay?
Lucia? What are you doing here?
I heard about the chieftain. I came here to see if there were any clues. What about you? Did you also sleepwalk into this hollow?
I don't really remember. I asked a friend to keep watch for me, but somehow I still ended up sleepwalking. Before you guys woke me up, I had no idea I was here.
It's pretty late. Maybe that friend of yours also dozed off.
I don't know. I saw him as a friend. But maybe he didn't see me the same way. He's always in an investigator outfit. Last time I ran into trouble in the Hollow, he was the one who saved me. Lucia knows. When things go south in the Hollow, we Night Watchers are always the first ones to be abandoned. It's rare for anyone to turn back for us.
What? Why? Just because you don't get attacked by ethereals, they treat you like you're some kind of freak?
Mm-hmm. Especially when the ethereals come swarming, it really becomes apparent that we're Night Watchers. But then again, I guess it's not always intentional. Sometimes people genuinely can't tell. In the chaos, a Night Watcher in a helmet doesn't look that different from a frenzied maniac or a vicious striker.
That's crazy. But there's something strangely funny about it, too. Sorry. I shouldn't laugh at it.
In dangerous situations, people tend to turn on anyone they see as different. When panic hits, those so-called teammates usually choose to abandon us first. And they always say things like, "You'll be fine. The ethereals won't attack you. Just hide here. We'll come back for you when we can."
But most of the time, no one comes back for us.
That's why, after that guy saved me, I really thought he was a true friend.
I understand what you mean. But has he been acting strange lately?
Strange. Well, lately, he's been asking a lot about the night horror. And really digging into things like how we communicate with ethereals. Does that count?
Communicate with ethereals?
Yeah, he saw me trip over a beholder engine once. It just looked at me and left me alone. Didn't attack me or anything. After that, he got it into his head that Night Watchers must be able to communicate with ethereals. It has the power to calm them down. By the way, speaking of calming and communicating with ethereals, isn't that your specialty, Lucia?
Kieran points at Lucia's notebook and staff, looking confused.
You mean those ethereals I summoned? Oh, that wasn't me controlling them. That was just an optical delusion. I layered some visual effects on top of simulated ethereal attack patterns, so it looks like they're there, but it's all just illusion.
I see. But what about this thing?
Kieran, all confused, points at Chestnut, who is crouching quietly nearby.
Oh, that's Chestnut.
This ethereal's been sitting there quietly this whole time. I thought maybe it could understand us. Wait, is it one of your illusions too?
Ah, yes, totally. When sitting still, she doesn't use much ether, so she looks really well behaved. But if you try to make her do something, she can be a little slow.
Lucy waves her stuff at Chestnut, pretending to cast some kind of magic. Chestnut instantly starts wagging her tail and puts on a show.
This illusion isn't doing very well. I'll have to practice more later. Aw, I was gonna ask her to do something else too.
Oh, I see. This ethereal looks insanely real. I've seen some of your illusions before, but this one... Seems like you've improved your skills again. Congrats.
I recognize Kieran's voice actor, but I can't place who it is. I just recognize the voice.
Even with the staff passed down in our tribe, you still can't really control ethereals. Does that mean what the guy's after? Controlling or communicating with ethereals was never actually possible in the first place?
I guess it's not completely impossible. I've heard of something like that, actually.
Manipulating the ether environments to control ethereal behavior isn't totally far-fetched. Take Geppetto from Hollow Zero. It could even command other ethereals to launch ambushes. But this strange device here? I doubt it can pull off anything close to what Geppetto could do.
If we're talking about massive symbiotic ethereals like Geppetto, then yeah, it could definitely manipulate the ether environment in a large area. But I feel like we don't really need something that extreme to influence ethereal behavior. If we just want to change how ethereals behave, then maybe suppressing or stimulating their ether activity levels could do the trick.
As expected from our ethereal expert. Have you seen anything like that before?
No, but the ethereals we encountered earlier were unusually agitated, as if they'd been provoked by something. Do you think it could be because of this device? And don't forget the chieftain's disappearance. What if someone's using the Night Watcher's abilities to try and communicate with ethereals, or to test how much they can control them?
Are you saying that someone's been experimenting on us? Using our ability to sleepwalk our lives? For research?
That's right. They probably want to exploit the Night Watcher's abilities to locate the Night Horror and research how to communicate with ethereals.
This theory actually lines up with how we've been treated during Hollow joint operations.
But it's just a theory for now. We shouldn't jump to conclusions. We need more leads, like figuring out what this strange device actually does.
Okay, I'll keep you posted on what's going on back in the tribe.
With that promise, Kieran takes his leave.
Weird little thing. Belle, come take a look at this thing.
This device! It looks like some kind of ether amplifier. If I'm not mistaken, the way it channels ether is somewhat similar to my staff. Was that ethereal just now also an illusion? Then that would make it super special. Of course not. Those were real ethereals just now. Get even more agitated than usual. Lucy can't see the direction Kieran went. Actually, my staff can indeed influence the behavior of ethereals. That's amazing. Since my staff can knead ether into a ball, it occasionally emits an intense light like a core of an ethereal, blinding those ethereals that still have vision. If that ethereal isn't nice to me, I'll catch it off guard and bonk it on the head. Just kidding. I know you've been kinda out of it, lost in thought one minute, nervous and talking nonsense the next. Feeling better now? Let's talk about this machine first. Looks like it's what's making the ethereals around here so restless. The chieftain's sleepwalking and Kieran's blackout, they're probably connected to whoever put this thing here. But who could have done this? The person behind it all could have also known about the staff passed down from our ancestors. Wait, looks like more ethereals are coming. You and Lucia turn towards the source of the sound. A familiar figure comes into view. Chestnut is back and brought along the cushion from before.
Chestnut? Wow, you like this pillow, don't ya? Thanks so much for today. Will you come play with me again next time?
Considering the last character story,
Yes,
Seeds,
you'll come
I'm
It's
like
a promise, then.
scared this is gonna have a bad
Come to.
ending.
Me? It was nice meeting you, Chestnut.
Yeah, Belle, you've been dragged into at least one more meeting. At Chestnut's enthusiastic invitation, you pet its head and tail. It's just as hard as you imagined, and you can feel the violent ether flowing through its body. But this violent ether formed into... Okay, the auto's still going, and get to read all that. After you spent a while playing with the Chestnut, you want to say goodbye and return to Phalem Heights. Yeah, it was auto-advancing, even though the auto box wasn't in the corner. But that's fine. And now it's loading. You can tell because it's sitting on the black box for ages. Dawn approaches. It's about the time Lucia usually leaves, but she seems to be deep in thought about something. Lucia?
Oh, it's nothing. I was just wondering why the chieftain chose to give me the staff. If a family in Eridu had been holding on to a secret weapon, you'd expect it to go to someone powerful. Someone who could last the longest in the Hollow. Or someone who's best at taking down ethereals, right? Not that the Night Watchers believe whoever slays the most ethereals is the strongest, but I don't exactly have any other qualities that stand out.
But you really know the ethereals. The staff is a relic left behind after the Night Watchers confronted the Night Horror. Giving it to the person who understands the Night Horror best totally makes sense.
That does make a lot of sense. Actually, I've always had doubts about the true purpose of this staff. For decades, our chieftains have used it to fend off ethereals and protect our people from hollow disasters. But for me, defeating ethereals was never the goal. I wanted to understand them. Even among the Night Watchers, some say I've strayed too far from tradition.
Right. You've always had a special interest in ethereals. I don't think I've asked before, but what made you want to study them in the first place?
Ethereals. Some are born from the Hollow itself. Some are the continuation of life in the Hollow. Some of them feel like projections of who we are in the Hollow. Others are quite literally the people we once knew. I keep wondering, when someone is corrupted and becomes an ethereal, when they lose their sanity and identity in the Hollow, is there really no way to bring them back? If we see the Hollow as our enemy, then it's nearly invincible. No matter how strong you are, I don't think anyone can wipe out every last Hollow. But if one day we could uncover all the secrets of the ethereals, or if the Hollow itself could answer us, then maybe there's still a chance to bring our lost loved ones home. We can't change what's already happened, but maybe we can still move toward a future where we no longer have to live in fear of the Hollow.
Maybe. But, Lucia, those are some big questions. Perhaps the old chieftain gave you that staff because he believes in your search for the truth.
Is that so?
Lucia may have said a lot of confusing things, but she doesn't seem too bothered herself.
Well, there's no way the two of us can figure everything out just by thinking. Let's not stress ourselves out. Phew. So much has happened tonight. I'm exhausted. I should head home and get some rest. But I'm sure we can find out more about the chieftain and Kieran. Once I hear something new, I'll let you know.
Maybe it's because both the chieftain and Kieran are safe. Lucia hums the cheerful tune and walks away. It's hard to believe I've actually touched an ethereal. A living ethereal, moving, and it let me pet it of its own volition. Lucia's so amazing. It's so exciting. What kind of adventure would you take me on next? But I'm just feeling a bit sleepy. If I head back now, I should make it in time to eat the breakfast Wise brought, right? I'll sleep after eating. You're becoming more like Lucia Bell. You're gonna be up all night and sleeping all day. Oh, this is gonna be hella short then at this rate. We've been streaming only an hour. That's okay, though, considering, like I said, I've mentioned before how tired I'm feeling this morning, and I know what it is. It's not necessarily a lack of sleep, it's a change of the season. The season is changing. It's getting colder, like, I'm having the heating on in the mornings, which is, like, you know, warming up the house a little bit, which always has an effect. Like, it's just, that shift of the season's just taking the life out of me a bit more. I believe this Sunday is when the clocks go back in the UK. No, it's not this Sunday, it's the Sunday after, sorry. So on the 26th. So when that happens, like, that will probably help a lot, because I'll get an extra... Because that's the clock's going back, so I'll get an extra hour in bed. And that will also be the same day I cover Tomb Raider Anniversary, but listen, we'll get to that. While wandering around Phalem Heights, you run into Yidari. Now, this is a rare visitor. Lucia said she had something super amazing to tell us tonight, so she asked us all to meet her at Mystic Wares. But before she could say a word after rushing here, she got some message from someone named Kieran and just left right away. User, her and the others were also completely confused, but since their families were waiting, they headed back home, though I think you might know what's really going on. I do. If you know about it, then I can rest easy. Lucia says she and Chestnut are waiting for you and wants you to meet them at this usual spot. Yidhari hands over a page with notes, or hand over a page of notes, there's a typo there, clearly hastily written and torn from Lucia's notebook. Let me tie it up real quick, I'll be right there. Let's wait until you get back, then you can tell me what really happened. Whatever she ditched us for had better be worth it, or else she's going to have to treat us to the Yumsha sin at the very least. You kind of sound like you to her when you said that. I can't hide anything from you. We'll wait outside the hollow for you and bring Lucia back. But who's Chestnut?
My dream?
How about a little late-night adventure?
Your fortune seems...
Take a deep breath. This
Asset confirmed.
Will this work?
Relax.
Alright, we'll bring
You're
Evelyn then.
in.
Yeah, so just mix it up a little bit. Bring someone else. Vivian was probably a bad call when I brought her, because, like, Vivian... It's not that she's, like, bad for outside of Anomaly teams, but she's very much, like, a support-esque unit in terms of how she applies her Anomaly and how she works. Look, a little guide is in position. Woof, woof. You're so smart. Anytime I look at it, the whole thing still feels weird. Belle, what are you muttering about? We're deep in Lemnian Hollow now. Even I've never been here before. If that investigator really is hiding here, plotting something, I wonder how Kieran managed to track him down. Never mind that for now. The terrain around here is pretty tricky, so stick close to me and our guide, Chestnut. Chestnut seems particularly excited. Seems like she was pretty happy at the Hollow adventure last time. Oh, I thought we was going to have to follow Chestnut, but no.
Let's just follow Chestnut.
Oh, but now we are. Chestnut left a claw mark here next to some scattered documents. Not bad, Chestnut's markings really help. To be honest, if someone can spot those claw marks, they probably wouldn't miss these documents either. Oh, I get it. Lucia's trying positive reinforcement dog training. Wait, what's written here? It's about Chestnut. From a reliable source, a smaller than average Haiti, usually active in the Time Swan Hills area. After repeated observation, it can be confirmed that the target displays affection and appears no hostility towards non-ethereal beings. It appears that communication with the target is possible. Chosen as the research subject, the capture plan is as follows. The document is vague, but it's almost certain that these are about Chestnut. Heck, some parts even mention Lucia. Just as I thought, that person was after Chestnut from the very beginning. We need to find them quickly. And what does reliable source mean? Could someone be feeding them information about Chestnut? I think that investigator is our real villain. To the surprise of no one. A phone note was left behind in a hurry. Damaged, but not fatally. What the? Should we check it out? Lucy immediately turns the phone on. So she does know how to use electronics. Okay, she's not like a fucking out the wilderness. She's still a normal person. Come on. Thank you for your referral. Our collaboration has been going quite well. However, allow me to bring news of that high-sat gentleman. I'll be seeing you next time. Oh no. Even if we have the chance to meet again, you likely won't recognize me anymore, so farewell. What does that even mean? Looks like his partner betrayed him. Huh, you mean the guy who accused of siding with ethereals might have already turned into one? Are you okay? It's not your fault. No, it's not that. I was just thinking, if we saved him in time, wouldn't it be fun to see the face of the person who was so eager to say their final farewell?
I'll manage things from here. Check your six.
Oh, whilst we're doing this, Dun Hung's like new Terravox form, I'm just gonna call it, came out, and for those who don't know, he's free, so he's a free 5-star unit and HSR available, because you know that seems to be the way they're handling it now. Instead of doing 4 stars, they just give you a free fucking meta 5-star every now and then. Because Archer is a fantastic hunt character, so is Ratio, and now we've got Dun Hung, who's a fantastic the shield units. Persuasion? No. Like, something like that. I forget what it's fucking called. It's on my head. Hey, can you tell I'm tired? Can you tell I'm really tired that so many words are failing me today? This is why I'm going to do, like, a lower key stream and not Yumiya, where I'd be talking more. Because I'm genuinely super fucking shattered. But, I ended up rolling his light cone, and I got it in 20 pulls, which I was very happy about, because it means it doesn't really affect my, Cyrene savings. And the only reason I went for it is because it's someone I can chuck on the Finan team, because I need a new unit on the Finan team for it to kind of function. So I am kind of building Dun Hung Terravox, is just what I'm going to name him now, because like, if you have Dun Hung, you have Dun Hung that's just Dong Feng, but we've changed like the extra name at the end, and now we've got another one, but it's another big title on of it. But so if I just say Terravox, you know who I mean, because it's the one that it's the version who inherited Terravox's power. But he's a fantastic unit as well, so I'm using it for that team. So all I need, like, for my 3 main teams, I've got my dot team with Hua Hua on the end, which is just Kafka, Hysolins, and Black Swan. I've got my Everpink team, which is Evernight. It's going to be Cyrene, and then currently it's Cass and Fu Xuan. But if Hyacinth gets a rerun not at the same time as Cyrene's banner, please, I will probably pick up Hyacinth and try and put her on the end there, because I do kind of regret not getting Hyacinth on their first banner. But I was saving for Finan, so it just had to be done. So then that will be like my team, like Everpink or Team Pink. And then I've got Finan's team, which is currently Finan, Sparkle, Furta, and now Dun Hung Terravox. But Verta, I will probably swap out for Robin, make it a double support, so, you know, Sparkle and Robin support Finan further. And Verta, I will probably just shuffle into another team somewhere down the line, because I do like Verta a lot. It's just, it's hard to, like... People have been joking about how she's Amphoris's biggest loser, and it's like, she kind of is, unfortunately. She's right at the start, she's not any of the Crisis heirs, and all of the Crisis heirs get a buff through Cyrene. Some of them are really effective outside of just the Crisis Heir / Remembrance gimmick. So it's like, she did kind of, unfortunately, like, take the biggest L in terms of it. She did get power creeped a little bit. I say this knowing damn well that Sparkle's getting a new variant in the next major story arc. Apparently a few characters are, according to leaks, but we'll have to see. Like, according to leaks, Himiko is getting a new one, which makes me instantly scared, because I'm just like, Himiko doesn't survive Honkai stories. If she's getting a new variant, it means she's got story priority. Ruh-roh Raggy. You know, like, Zoink Scoob. Like, I'm a little concerned now. But we'll see. Apparently Sampo's getting one as well, but that's an easy skip, because I really don't care for Sampo. He might be the secret actual emanator of the Haha gang of the Elation, which would be comical, but genuinely think the reason why both Sparkle and Sampo might be getting variants is because they're part of Elation anyway. So it would be weird, since Elation is apparently going to be a new path that's playable starting next version. It would be weird for Elation to exist and the two Elation characters that already exist to not have a variant on Elation. You know, it would stand out. It's like, well, why are you on this path then? You know? There's a few characters that are tied to paths that aren't playable, but they are playable, so they're just tied to other paths. Like, Kafka isn't Nihility. She's Finality, but Finality is not a path. I think this side also belongs to the Investigator. I'm not sure what happens, but that person or ethereal must be nearby. Hey, buddy.
Yeah, you were right, Lucia. He's close.
Sorry. I'll have to send you back to the Hollow.
Neutralizing the threat.
It's showtime!
A little reward. I won't betray your trust.
Pretty, right?
It's weird hearing, like for me, normal,
I'll take point. Your journey.
like, taglines from Evelyn. Because I always have her of
Yeah,
Astra.
there's an endless stream of ethereals heading this
So I'm
way.
always saying, like, get behind me, and things like that.
Yep. They know exactly what they're after. If this keeps up, we're toast. We need to take out the amplifier now.
Oh, okay, we just have to carry on then.
Here we go.
Okay, I thought it was going to actually be like a story thing, you have to go break it.
The device is broken. Guess you'll have to pay me back for that, huh?
It's you.
Kieran's the bad guy.
As expected from one of my own. So much for being close to the ethereals. When it's time to strike, you don't even flinch, do you?
Kieran?
Oh, did I surprise you? Honestly, I was more surprised by you and the old man.
You mean the chieftain? He sleepwalked into the Hollow because of you?
Yeah. I figured someone like him, sitting at the top for so long, would have caught the Night Horror's attention. But nope. He's swallowed by Lemnian Hollow just like anyone else.
Why are you doing this?
Because he was just a coward, standing in the way. A few days ago, some higher-ups came looking for him. They made him an offer, but he turned it down on the spot. When I confronted him about it, he acted like he was some righteous hero and told me off like I was some kind of traitor. You are a hypocrite, just like him. No wonder he gave the staff to you.
You call us hypocrites, but you'll do whatever it takes to get what you want, even if it means hurting others.
Whatever it takes. After years of glorified legends, everyone forgets. The Night Watcher's power was taken from the ethereals to begin with.
The Night Watcher's power was taken from the ethereals? What do you mean?
Well, well. Lucia didn't tell you? There's another version of how the Night Watchers came to be. Our ancestors didn't just encounter the Night Horror by chance. They knew what it was capable of. They knew it could control other ethereals. The entire tribe went after it, hoping to defeat it and seize its power. But when the Night Horror unleashed its final surge of energy, half the tribe turned into ethereals on the spot. The rest barely survived. The only reason they were acknowledged by the Hollow was because they sacrificed their own kin.
But that's just another ancient rumor.
Stop lying to yourself. Do you really believe you can strike a deal with the ethereals and not pay the price?
Stop twisting the facts. Even if that story is true, it's That's got nothing to do with what's happening now. What exactly are you trying to say?
We've spent our lives hiding in the shadows, shaped by traits we never asked for. Just because the ethereals don't attack us, those who live in the city see us as freaks. Like we're invisible. Like we don't matter. When disaster hits, whether it's in the city or in the hollows, we're always the ones they abandon first. Back when New Eridu was founded, public security declared all survivors had been safely relocated to New Eridu. And us? We were still running for our lives. Caught between companion hollows, stumbling over the bodies of our own kin, crying as we counted who didn't make it. Tell me, did anyone come for us? Lucia, don't you want to change our lives for the better?
Even if we were to leave all this behind, it shouldn't come at the cost of our people's lives.
Who are you waiting for to come and uphold justice? Being seen as kin by the ethereals, walking freely through the hollows. This is the Night Horror's blessing! We should use this gift to earn power, to gain recognition. Isn't that what we deserve? If it means a better future for everyone, then what do a few sacrifices matter?
But the price you're paying for that future, is it really your so-called gift? Or is it the lives of your own kin? What is it you really want? A place for our tribe to survive? A stamp of approval from New Eridu? Or something else?
Those sacrifices were just inevitable casualties. It's nothing compared to what we gave up when we first fought the Night Horror. Besides, after the early trials, I finally found better test subjects and stronger allies to back me. Everything's going smoothly now.
Better test subjects? Are you talking about me?
Lucia, you're so full of yourself. Though I too used to think you were some kind of prodigy, summoning ethereals out of thin air. But now, you're just a coward with a fancy stick, putting on cheap tricks, hiding behind research, while running away from your fate! I couldn't care less whether you live or die.
What is it you're after? Chestnut or the staff?
Obviously both.
That staff was entrusted to me by the chieftain. After everything you've done, you still have the nerve to ask for it? And Chestnut? Chestnut is my friend. She is a free ethereal. I will not let you take her away!
Oh, save the speech. I've heard it all before. The Night Horror is watching over the conflicts, gifts from your dreams. But you've never even dreamed of the Night Horror. You are just making up stories to hide the fact that it never chose you. The only reason you stumbled upon this rare hottie in the first place was because I slipped up. And I'm here to fix that. It's time things go back on track now.
You treat our people with even less care and compassion than Nineveh does the Hornets. I don't believe a word you say, and I won't let you hurt anyone else just to feed your ambition.
You didn't really think that half-finished prototype you destroyed earlier was my only backup plan, did you? Not everyone can stand to see the Night Watcher's rare gift go to waste. My ally supports my research generously. They've even thrown in a little extra firepower. So hand them over. Your magic stick. The gullible little ethereal you tricked. And you, my new test subject. If you surrender now, maybe I'll even spare you from getting torn up too badly before I put you to use.
Alright, time to kill him. Defeat his helper.
Pretty cool, huh? As foreshadowed. Relax. My aim is clear.
Okay, I'm not getting parries right this second. Maybe my timing's just being off, but it feels like I hit it at least a couple times during that. There we go. Maybe my timing was just off. That one, my timing was off. You'd already finished the swinging before I pressed the button. If you fight some enemies enough, you know like their attack timings and you can preempt it before the flash even happens. But if it's an enemy you don't fight as often, yeah, you're waiting for the flash, and some of them are pretty quick after the flash when you're supposed to react. Like, you gotta be real fucking on it.
Wanna play a game?
I do like that as the game's gone on. Okay, there is a limit to how low your health can go. As the game has gone on, they have been more and more experimental with the parry timings. When the game first came out, every single enemy had the exact same timing, it felt like. I don't know if it actually did, but it certainly felt like it did. But now some enemies are really fucking snappy. Some of them you have to delay it slightly before you do it for you to get the most out of it. Nice. Oh, Jesus.
So, looks like the staff didn't make you stronger. Why don't you give it back to me? I won't allow you to disgrace the relic of my ancestors!
Chestnut. I will never give the staff to you. Instead of using it to hurt people or treating it as a bargaining chip, I would rather use it to make new friends in the hollows! Go! Little Monty!
I want to point out, when this music track started up, it did the dun 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 dun. It kind of gave me Hugo's theme vibes. I was like, is Hugo gonna show up? Like, for a second.
The real ethereals? You're a monster!
See? The Hollow has answered my call.
You freak!
Maybe. But if you were really
That was a cool end screen, though, of her and like her army of ethereal dogs standing next to her.
I underestimated you.
No. What you underestimated was what you kept talking about. The gift. You always saw our abilities in the Hollow as some kind of superior gift. And you see the city people as enemies who abandon us. And when it came down to it, you forgot that we've been acknowledged by the Hollow and chose their machine instead.
I was only borrowing their power.
Most people see ethereals as enemies. But when you try to exploit their power and get burned by your own betrayal, it's hard to play the victim then, isn't it? When you spoke so passionately about our tribe's place in the world, I thought you understood that.
Are you defending the ethereals now?
Whoa! That is a wild take. And for the record, Lucia never stood by when ethereals were hurting people.
You see the Night Watcher's power as leverage or a weapon for revenge. I see it as a way to understand the world. I want to learn about ethereals because the Hollow is their home. They're born there. They exist there. And they return there. I want to learn from them.
Not because you also want to find the Night Horror?
That's only part of it. I want to find it. To speak with it. To try and fix the situation we're in. But that doesn't mean I'll stop trying to understand the other ethereals along the way.
Lucia, Chestnut doesn't look too happy about you shifting your research focus to other ethereals before fully understanding her.
Chestnut, I might never be able to fully understand you. This is probably goodbye for us. You never said who your ally was, but I'm guessing they already know about Chestnut, don't they?
That's right. I won't lie. I did promise my ally I'd bring back an ethereal that could talk to humans. He's very interested. So, make your choice, Lucia. Stay with her, wait for them to find her, and watch as she's dissected, destroyed? Or let her go deeper into the hollow and never see her again.
No need for threats. I know what you mean. People like us, strange, sometimes invisible to others. If we don't live among our own, it's nearly impossible to find someone else who's just as special, a real friend. Thankfully, I met my friends. Friends with genuine kindness, some patience, and a little passion.
Aww. He's talking. I don't think she's talking about a dog though, even though she's quoting what the pet shopkeeper was saying.
Sounds familiar. Who said that again? Wait, wasn't that what Karen said? The way to get puppies to like you?
Friends. You mean the kind of friend who sends 2 messages in the morning when they wake up, then leaves you unread all day until finally replying right before bed?
Hey, are you night blind or just stuck in your own little bubble? I'm Lucia's friend, and I'm standing right here. I stayed up way past my bedtime to be here. Don't act like I'm invisible.
See? Staying close doesn't mean you have to talk to each other all the time. We live in different moments, but that doesn't keep me and my friends apart. Now, before I say my proper goodbye to one of my best friends, Chestnut, and hand you over to public security, I've got one last question. That ether amplifier of yours, what are its side effects?
What?
Right before I summoned the brave little hotties, I felt a strange power surge through me. In this area, only that amplifier could have caused something like that. But what's the price?
You think that machine summoned those hotties? It's impossible. You destroyed that thing completely. And as your tribesman, I didn't feel anything unusual. Maybe it's time you face it. You're just something that can't be explained. You're a...
Oh, wait. If that word is all you've got left, then maybe just stop talking.
Freak! Okay, I'm sorry. It's like something only angsty teenagers would say. Hear it one too many times, and it feels like getting brushed by Swordidus' tentacles. Ugh. Anyway, I'm taking you to public security. Our tribe isn't some lawless land. Now, it's time to say goodbye.
Reluctantly, Chestnut turns to face Lucia. Chestnut is exhausted from the battle, but somehow she's made her way back to the small pillow Lucia gave her. They lock eyes, both alive, both relieved, and neither ready to say goodbye. Aww.
He's right. You'll be freer and safer if you stay away from me. Head for the deepest part of the hollow, as far as you can go. Be wary of humans the way they're wary of you, but don't hurt them. If we're lucky, maybe we'll meet again. Good girl, Chestnut. Go on. I will never forget you.
Lucia watches as the little ethereal trots off with a pillow in its mouth. Their gentle puppy-like high tea feels like a dream, as if it never existed in this time and space at all.
I already miss you.
But deep within the hollow, a strange creation awakes once more. After an adventure that defies all instincts in the natural order, it returns to its body. This was a fruitful... Fuck, I didn't get to read all that. Was a fruitful journey, returning with a name and gift given by a new friend. Now it returns to watching, the night watchers who gained power from it. The auto usually gave me enough time, so I left it on auto whilst it was doing the wall of text, but no, it fucking raced through that last one. This is a cute story. Soft and sweet, simple beginning, middle, and end. It's nothing too crazy. Fucking, I wasn't expecting it to be after Seeds. Like, every now and then they drop, like, a heartbreaker one on you. Like, you know, Hamamura, like, fucking Trigger, like, Seed. Like, you know, these ones that really, like, really have something to say and really want to, like, go the full distance with it and then leave you, like, feeling a little broken afterwards. We're just like, fuck, man. You know, like, oh. Lisa said she needs to deal with Kieran first and be back in a bit. Sleepy, let's take a break. So much has happened. Wonder how Chestnut's doing. Will you ever see her again? I've taken a short break. You were woken up by your phone notification sound. Sure enough, it was a message from Lucia. Hey, girly. Belle, you're finally here. You all done?
I borrowed a vacant house from Monato so Kieran could stay there. The chieftain said someone will come pick him up, an officer who's familiar with our tribe's affairs. That investigator who turned into an ethereal wasn't exactly a good person. But
Yeah, so
Kieran
your
still has to
instincts,
take
your instincts were on top form at the start of this, Lucia. I'm glad things are
With this
settled.
you can get back to your ethereal research.
But the ally Kieran mentioned still hasn't surfaced. Someone might still be out there waiting to take advantage of the Night Watchers. It's unsettling.
Unsettling? That doesn't sound like you, Lucia. But either way, you're going to keep up with your research, right?
Of course. Even if I won't be seeing Chestnut as often anymore. And I can't upload our videos or tell the world there's an ethereal in the Hollow who can actually communicate with humans. Chestnut gave me the courage to keep going. I've made some real progress this time.
Progress? Oh, you mean the Hollow, right? I can't believe it actually responded to you.
Yeah! You see, I don't know how it happened, but just now, through the staff, it felt like the Hollow responded to me. The Hollow said, "Let there be little hotties to help Lucia." And boom! They appeared! And helped me take down that big guy! All in all, I think it's something very, very memorable. And it's got tons of research potential. You see, if the Hollow really let me communicate with little hotties, then maybe I could talk to the Night Horror too?
If you really could talk to the Night Horror, what would you ask?
If I ever got the chance, I'd ask, why did it give the Night Watchers the trait that makes ethereal see us as kin? Can our dreams stop leading us to madness and turning us into ethereals? But I want more than asking questions. I have bigger ambitions. Maybe someday, everyone could hear the Hollow respond, just like the first Night Watchers did. Maybe we could even communicate with it, so we won't have to live like nomads.
Yeah, it might be a way off, but you'll do it, Lucia.
Wow, that answer is a long way off. But
I wonder
think
if there'll be
if
another
anyone
character
can
that
do
is a
it's you,
Night
Lucia.
Watcher,
Yeah.
like Lucia, that will
There's
come
still
like way
so
later in the
much
future
left
that will
to
then like
learn.
further expand on
Time
this.
for a break. And then the journey
Or if this is just going to be
continues.
another loose thread of a character story that just doesn't get touched upon. To deal with Kieran, Lucia had to return to the Night Watcher tribe and hasn't been in touch for several days. After going to bed early for a few days straight, you're already starting to miss the feeling of staying up late. A few days later, at Soybin Temple, late at night. Belle, ever since you came to Yunquei Summit and started following some strict routine as a senior disciples, I haven't seen you stay up this late for so many nights. Don't tell me, you and Lucia made plans to become Night Watchers together. Yup, let's head out now. I don't believe Belle would go anywhere she can't get Yumshai Sin and noodles. Alright, Monato seems to be waiting for you in the outer courtyard. Go take a look. When you get back, we'll talk about what's been happening lately, and make sure you get to bed early tonight. Alright, Wise. Fucking sorry, Dad. Hey, Monato. Proxy. Lucia seems down lately. Yuzuha and the others think you might know what's up. Actually, we've seen her posts. She's still sad about parting ways with that ethereal puppy. Where is she? I just saw her at Fluffy. Let's go over now.
Although Lucia's always going on and on, like, we gotta be friends with ethereals. We can never quite follow her train of thought. But as her human friends, everyone really likes her. Plus, she's always so cheerful. So what's been weighing on her lately?
Jesus Christ, Monitor, I did not realize you were actually following me. Fucking big guy just showed up behind me. I was like, oh, hey, how we doing?
Oh, miss, I remember you. Would you mind if I asked a few quick follow-up questions?
Oh, you mean the sturdy little pillow I bought here?
Yes.
Sure, go ahead. What do you want to know?
Thank you so much. So, did your puppy like it?
Yeah, she loved it.
I'm glad to hear it. Next question is, how's the wear and tear?
Pretty worn out now.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. We'll keep improving the pillow's material. But the material's already been reported as too hard by a lot of customers. If we make it any sturdier, I'm worried some smaller pups might hurt their teeth chewing on it.
Chestnut is, well, a big girl. For most dogs, the material is already strong enough, I think.
All right, noted. And one last question. Has your pup shown any discomfort from the filler's scent?
Not at all. She's quite a strong pup. Loves running around with that little pillow in her mouth.
Wonderful. Thank you for shopping with us. We appreciate the feedback.
Lucia, are you done talking?
Karen falls silent, staring at the tall, slightly intimidating canine fire and standing before. Oh no, Karen's gonna think Monato's the dog.
Huh? What's with that look?
Uh-oh.
What were you guys talking about just now?
After a whirlwind of explanations, you finally convince Karen the toy wasn't meant for Monato. Karen apologizes 6 times on a misunderstanding, then brings up the store's most popular dog treats and insists Lucia take them.
Next time, don't call hotties puppies.
Alright.
Canine thyrans aren't puppies either.
Huge difference among the 3 of them.
Yup. Fierce canine thyran or bulky hottie. Either way, not your average little pup.
Monoto glares helplessly at his friends.
Alright. Back on topic.
Congrats, Lucia. Your post is blowing up. At first I thought it was because everyone was suddenly interested in debating why Trinocs have such pointy heads.
Don't mention it. I put so much effort into my serious, well-thought-out research posts. But everyone just wants Chestnut's adventure stories. Some even asked when Chestnut will dive through the fissure into Hollow Zero, punch the Hornets, kick Nineveh, and reach the peak of ethereal life.
Lucia, we all know you miss Chestnut, but...
But a hottie's front legs are built more like a real canine's, not a cat's. I mean, they can't punch hornets, and its back legs can't really...
Wait. This is what you've been stressing over?
Well, not exactly. Actually, Belle, there's something else I wanted to talk to you about. Things are mostly settled now. Kieran's been turned over to public security. But when I asked the chieftain, even he had no clue why I was able to summon an actual hottie using just the staff and a notebook. If it wasn't just the staff, then maybe the little hotties appeared because the night horror was watching me again. Or was it because of Chestnut?
I think you're more special than you realize, Lucia.
Not being ethereal at all?
I trust your judgment. But aside from ethereals, the only other beings we've seen born from the Hollow are... the sacrifices, right? The night horror doesn't seem like one of them. Then what could it be?
It gave the Night Watchers the traits that make ethereals mistake us for kin. It can enter our dreams and lead us into the hollows. It even foreshadowed my farewell with Chestnut. It has to be something far more mysterious, some deeper creation of the hollow itself. But I still know far too little about the hollows. Like you said, the answers might be a long way off. At least I can restart the research I put on hold.
So, who's coming with me into the hollow to see if an Avaris actually bonks its horn when it rolls over?
You already promised Wise you'd sleep early today. Let's leave such night outings for next time. Lucia isn't disappointed. She happily waves to you and leaves, scribbling away in her little book. In the night sky of the unknown, and on this dreamless journey, there are plenty more truths regarding the Hollows, waiting to be discovered by this fire-in girl full of curiosity. Trophy unlocked, like a shadow fading into the night. Complete Lucia's agent story. Yeah, that was a cute, smaller thing. I liked it. Nothing too special, nothing too crazy, just a nice little cute thing. How long was this stream? An hour 40. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I should have fucking done this yesterday, but I didn't know if it was going to be like, you know, like a small, simple thing, or if it was going to be like fucking Seed again. You know, like I didn't know if it was going to be like a small little whatever, or if it's going to be like another big juggernaut. But that's fine. With how tired I'm feeling, this being a shorter stream, I think it's a-okay. At least I think so. You guys at home, might, like when you watch this live or in post, might be going, "That's it, fuck." But I think it's fine. I thought it was a perfectly like enjoyable agent story. I'm only spending these once again because I want this. I know like it's only the limited ones that count, but you see, I've got 83. I've got fucking.
A summer day with Lord Peyton.
I got my work cut out for me, but in theory, we should be fine to get that. 2 whole patches worth. You know what, fuck it. I will spend these on Lucia. It'll be really funny if I get her now. Considering I have no intentions of really, like, building her. This is just to, Okay, no. This is just to, work on the, thing. To be honest, is there a way for me to check? I can't remember who the other banner is. Okay, I can check here. I know you guys won't be able to see it, but I can at least bring up the timetable. It's Jafufu is the other rerun alongside Yidhari. I'm not getting Jafufu. I don't. So yeah, if I'm going to spend rolls next in the second half whilst I'm still working on Vivian's costume, it will probably be Yidhari. Oh yeah, this new event, the Branching Echoes, I did do all of it enough. But as you can see, like, my total score is not that high. Like, you need 400,000 to get, like, the main reward. But I got all the main combat nodes done, and I did all the endings, quote-unquote. Which basically just take different paths and then redo the final trial. It was fine. The fact that it asks you for not 3, but 4 fucking teams at the end is absurd. So I had... It's why my score's so low. I don't have 4 full-built teams, so I had Ellen, Xingyi, and Jane as one team, and then I had the work-in-progress team with Trigger, Seed, and then I just tucked in Yishuan on that team, and then the usual Umbrella Yuri and my main team, Astra's Angels, like to cover the last 2 squads. And then it's like, oh, if you want, there's an optional 5th team for a score multiplier. And I was like, hey, piss off. I mean, technically, I probably could have done it because, like, I could have got Grace, Koleda, and then Shuyuan in, sorry, to do it. But I was just like, I'm good, thanks. I've done enough. But yeah, it was a nice little story. There's still one more trophy in this update to get, but it's tied to an event that isn't available yet. There's an event involving helping out Yidhari, which, funnily enough, isn't actually coming out with Yidhari. It's coming out in, like, a week. If that. Like, it's very imminent. So, like, I will worry about that when we get to it. But that's kind of it from me. It's a smaller stream, but I had a feeling it wouldn't take me that long anyway. So I was like, you know what, screw it, we can do it. And considering how tired I am anyway, if it hasn't been extremely obvious throughout the stream of like how much I've been stuttering on my words, forgetting names and shit, I am turbo tired, and it has a real effect on me with these things. Like, I'm just sort of tired where if I hadn't already like taken some days off this week because of the internet trouble, I probably wouldn't have streamed today. I probably would have just taken it off. Like, the last time I was this tired there was a one-off game we played, which was Sayonara Wild Heart, and like that stream, I don't really like that stream anymore. Like I love that game and played it a lot, but that stream, I was super tired, barely with it. The game was super short, thankfully, so it didn't take that long. But I remember even when I was done, I was like, man, that was such a low energy stream. Whilst this being more story focused, I could be more reactive, you know, and just kind of go from that. But I think I'll leave it as that. But as a whole, just to kind of recap from yesterday, I like this update. I like the story event more than I thought I was going to. I feel like the bar has been raised consistently with how they do their story and how they do their storytelling. The only gripe I have is I don't think the pacing is as consistent as the later half of Season 1. It's better than the former half of Season 1, but that's because they were still figuring out a lot. So I was kind of, that's not a surprise. But I think the pacing is something that they need to kind of work on and get a better feel for. But I really enjoyed this. I liked Minato, Yidhari, and Lucia all got a pretty equal amount of screen time. There was no, like, priority bias. All of them had their own shared spotlight. All of them had their own, like, revelations, which is a nice improvement from the previous update, where it was very much the Orphe show and Seed was sidelined, and they just made up for it by giving her easily the best agent story in the game, or one of the best, I should say, because people will argue Trigger and Hamamura for fair enough reasons. But yeah, as a whole, yeah, good update, as always, with Zenless. I think that's the thing with Zenless. Zenless is the most consistent with me nowadays. I don't think it's got, like, the absolute best of the business compared to, like, you know, the contemporaries of Holoverse. Of Hoyoverse, not Holoverse. Holoverse is fucking Hololive. Anyway, of, like, Hoyoverse sort of stuff. Like, I feel like Honkai Star Rail's got the better story, but HSR fails its consistency right now because it has nothing other than the fucking main story and its characters, you know? And Genshin has, you know, the open world that's super fun to explore, even though it isn't always the most consistent, like, from region to region. Some regions are kind of whatever. But it's currently on a real good high note, because Nod Cry, at least the first update in Nod Cry, is really good. And has a lot of cool side quests and things to do. So I'm just kind of going in a circle whilst I talk. So it's like roaming around with Seed. While Zenless, like, it is just consistent. You get what you get. You always have, like, a good, healthy number of events that are fun, silly little things to do. There's always another new character to look forward to, and they genuinely don't miss on any of these characters. There's no character in this game that I outright don't like, compared to HSR and Genshin that have a few that I'm just like, you know? Like, all of them are enjoyable characters. Yeah, like, I have a small gripe with, like, Lucia's design, but that is just personal preference at the end of the day, so I'm not going to lose sleep over it. And, like, as I said before, I kind of get it now more, how they've handled the design, what they're going for. That the real focus is to try and make, like, the upside down star with, like, the chest plate, with, like, not the chest plate, with, like, the lack of a chest plate, to make the shaping. You can see it with the strapline as well. It kind of helps outline where the star should be. Like, the bottom bit goes straight down the middle. The wiring outlines, like, the left and right, and then when it goes up to the neck, it curves around, but it's still kind of cut off to make the star shape. Like, I get it. I just think I liked it more when she looked like a little goober, when she didn't just, like, look how she does now. I kind of miss, like, the old shirt that she had. I missed the bigger ears, which is so apparent that the big ears getting shrunk down was a last-minute call, because the child version of her had bigger ears, and Kieran had bigger ears. It's so apparent that, like, the ear shrink was last-minute. And it's like in Lucia's trailer, when Yidhari goes to flick her ear, Yidhari completely misses. You know, like, there's a lot of little things that, like, once you start noticing, you're like, uh-huh. And considering there's a big uproar about it, like, still, I'm seeing the community, people are still really not amused by Lucia's new design. I'm curious, considering Zenless's devs are the best at listening compared to a lot of the others, if they will give a variant or something like that later down the road. Like, I could see her getting a variant that's, like, the old costume. If they charge for it, I'd be pissed, but I also kind of doubt they'll do that, considering both of the costumes in this patch are technically free. Minato you get from the story, and Vivian, the idea of getting 180 pulls to use across all of this patch and all of the next, when this game averages about 110 pulls per version, no, she's basically free. But it is what it is. It's so funny when you look at the characters I'm missing. Like, for the most part, it's just, hey, can you tell I didn't play 1.2 at launch? Can you tell I didn't play 1.3 at launch with, where is she? With Yanagi. Orphe is because I've started saving. Zero Anby. Zero Anby apparently got buffed. I don't know if it, like how you'd be able to check, but apparently she got, like, mega buffed, similar to, like, how Ellen got a buff. And apparently Soldier 11's getting a buff soon as well, which is kind of cool. And then Hugo is just because I already rolled Vivian. And I'm just like, I'm sorry, I'm back on my bullshit. I don't really like rolling men. But so Lucia, I will spend any rolls I get, I will spend, and if I get her, I get her. If I don't, I don't. Same with Yidhari, because I'm not that interested. It's the moment I get Vivian's costume, I'm going to start saving the long run for Shuguan, or however you pronounce her name. The girl that we met at the end of the last story. And I might, I just for the sake of having, like, an extra B team member, I might look into Minato, just because I like his moveset, but we'll see. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Yeah, so Soldier 11 apparently might be next to on, like, the roster on the docket, but we'll have to see. Harumasa, not... I think I was saying Harumaya, or Maya. No, well, sorry, I'm tired, alright? Leave me alone. There's another... I can show it. And when I was spending these rolls, I lost the 50-50, like, yesterday. Where is she? So I have Grace at, the highest level now. I think Grace of the Standard Banner is my, my first one that hits, I'm still going to call it C6. Let me just go back and double check. I think she is. Yeah, because 11's at 0. Lycan's at 0. Nekamiya Mano, I feel like I've gotten more often than 3 times, but that's only at 3. Yeah, I finally got Rena, you know, way after the fact. You know when I was, like, so desperate in 1.0 to get Rena, and I just got everyone fucking else? Yeah, I did get her in the end. Way too late for it to matter, but I did get her in the end. And I was just like, fucking goddammit. When I got her, I was just like, really? Come on. When I was crying out to get her in 1.0. Only now? Cool. Because I really wanted her, and I really wanted Grace, and now, ironically, I have Grace. I got Grace 7 fucking times.
Number 0, Andy.
We fighting?
Wanna see the
But it is what it is.
Eradicate all.
You wanna test my hammer?
Yeah, Collider only have that too. So yeah, it is just Grace that got priority in the end, which is humorous. But hey, at least if I get her again, I get, like, a shit ton of extra free rolls. Actually, I don't know how many free rolls you get if you re-roll a Max Banner 5-star in Zenless. Because it's not really something I pay attention to, because it's not something I want.
Let me finish my cup. Yahoo! See, at your service.
I'll protect you from any danger.
Wanna hear? Let's fire it up.
So I know I'm just wasting time at this point, but there's nothing else to really do. But yeah, this is kind of like how my main team is structured. I said I'm still kind of figuring out what I want to be my third slot, so that will probably stay that way for a while. I'm kind of hoping Ye Shuguan, when she comes out, will be an attack unit, because then it will work, I think. Assuming Ye's additional ability activate is attack or stun. We can only hope. If it's not, or she's not an attack unit, as much as it would pain me to do so, I would probably swap Evelyn down here, because I think Evelyn works. If I just... hang on.
I'll protect you from any danger.
Yeah, Evelyn works, so I could regrettably stuff Evelyn down there, which would mean, like, separating her from her wife, and then put the new character up there, but like I said, we'll see. That's some time out yet. I mean, fuck, you know what I could do? Actually, no one's just crossed my mind. You know what I could do? I could have Astra and Evelyn shuffle down to the work-in-progress team, keep Seed, and that just be a full squad, and then have Yeshingguan and Trigger up in Astra's Angels, and then obviously I'd have to rename it, because it wouldn't be Astra's Angels anymore. Would that work? Hang on, let's find out
I've got your
together.
back. This is asset confirmed.
The anticipation off stage.
It would! Okay, I will keep that in mind. That might be an idea. That might be a future
I
plan.
really like your scent.
That might be a future idea. And then, like I said, I'll rework this one to be Trigger. I mean, right now it could probably be Trigger and Yishuan, because I'm not using it for anything else anyway.
Asset confirmed. I've got your
I
back.
think.
You know,
You're right. I
the anticipation.
need a fortune telling.
No. Who no? Oh, okay. It's literally just okay.
I've got your back.
Take it.
Your fortune.
The end.
I am
Take it.
need a.
The end.
I've got your back.
Take it deep.
I'll protect you from.
Sorry, Astra. She's like in the taker, in the taker. Sorry, you're in between. I can't help it. But yeah, I can see this team shuffling down to this team, and then kind of reworking this one. What does Trigger need? It's got an attack character or shares same attribute. Oh, okay. Then I'd have the same fucking problem. I'd need Ishu Guang to be an attack unit. Meanwhile, Umbrella Yuri over here is just vibing. So the only thing missing is Vivian getting her summer wear, because then all three of them are in their summer wear, and then it's really like fitting for them. But I digress. I'm just waffling at this point. Always great to play Zenless. Back on Genshin next week, and what's crazy is that after the Genshin update, we're on the final countdown to the finale of Amphorius. Because that will be, like, that's only 3 weeks away now. That's why Dun Hung dropped yesterday, because we're at the halfway mark of that patch. It's like, we're only 3 weeks off, and that's wild. But I digress. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. It genuinely helps the channel grow. Additionally, you can find my BlueSky and Patreon in the description of every single video. But until next time, you guys take care now. Peace.